Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is day 2 of Follow a Sketch February with Sandy, who is State Goddess and Scrapping Reflections. So she has picked out all the sketches for us. So we have this one from Creative Memories, and I'm not gonna lie, I looked at this sketch and I was like, I don't know what to do with this sketch. I don't really like it. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm like, no, I'm going to embrace it and I'm going to make it my own. So I don't make it my own as much as I thought I would. And I really like how it turned out. So it's going to work out okay. So the first thing that I was kind of drawn to was the striped paper and the fact that there are 3 photos on this layout. So I'm using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit for this quarter. And so I'm using this Cocoa Vanilla collection, and it has this striped paper on it. And I was like, okay, that's perfect. And then I was like, okay, I need something that's pretty muted, but I didn't want to do like white cardstock. I didn't want it to be like so stark, like a lot of in your face and then like nothing. Like I needed a little something else. So I went ahead and put my striped paper on the top, and I didn't like it all the way at the top, but I liked it down just a little bit so you could see the strip of words on the top. And then I have 3 photos of a seal. It could be a sea lion. I'm not actually sure. But for this particular case, we're going to call it a seal. And so I got my 3 photos. And then it looks like there was some decorative border strips or something on the sketch to separate them. So I'm like, I've really been like missing my trim and my ribbon. So I dug into my stash and I found this, and it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. They're flat, like metal pieces maybe. And it comes in that big strip that you saw. And so I just went ahead and cut off, like 3 rows of it. And then I was like, I think that I want the stripes on the bottom. And I think I want my photos on the stripes. I don't know if the stripes were just like, it was a lot of color for me and I just wasn't feeling all the color that day. I don't know. So I'm like, you know what? I am just going to put it on the bottom. So of course, I don't know if you're like this, but Cocoa Vanilla paper has to be saved. So I only taped the top, put it on so that I had a full 12 by 12 piece of paper, and then I am going to cut off the extra in the back. And this is a great piece of paper because it has so many words on it. So I've seen so many people fussy cut out the words, which I might do at some point, but I kind of liked all the words on the top. So we'll see. I do have the chipboard words, so I may not need extra. So I'm going to go ahead and stick down my trim. I did go ahead and map my photos in some scrap white cardstock. It looks like they are a single mat in the sketch. And for some reason, I really felt like I needed to center this first picture. So I kind of eyeball it-ish with my broken T-square ruler. And then I just stick the other 2 on. There's no rhyme or reason. Like, I did check it afterwards and it's not perfect. And then I was like, do I really care that much? And the answer is no. I'm like, it's plenty good. Like, it's not perfect, but it's definitely good enough. So I've got my photos down and I have my trim down. And so I'm going to start working on some embellishing. So in the sketch up there at the top, there's like a big journaling block. And I don't have a ton to say about the seal other than the fact that we had just walked down the beach and my husband was going to go snorkeling. And I was like, whoa, wait, there's seal right there. I'm like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't go snorkel over there. So we did sit and watch him for a while. And he did move around and sunbathed and whatever. So I have a couple of different pictures. Some of them are kind of far away. And so I thought I would add these arrows so you could definitely see where he was in the picture. And it wasn't just like water pictures. And then I had one that was fairly zoomed in. So that's pretty obvious. Now I have these blue thickers. Well, I guess they're probably not thickers, but they're blue alphas. I think they're from Hip Kit Club. And I'm going to spell out the word seal. And crazy enough, I didn't have an L. So I feel like we run out of letters all the time, but I just didn't feel like the L was going to be the one that I was going to run out of. So then I was trying to decide, okay, which letter am I going to sacrifice to cut down into an L? Initially, I had looked at the I, and that just looked funny. I'm like, no, it needs the little jet thing coming out of the bottom. So crazy enough, I sacrificed a T. But I needed the L, and you got to use your stuff. And so I'm like, okay. I mean, you know, when I run out of T's and I really need a T, I might be like, oh, why did I do that? But probably not, because I probably won't even remember, to be honest. So like I said, I'm not going to do that journaling spot, but I do want a cluster up there. That's where I'm going to put my title. My title is seal, but I think I'm going to add an ephemera piece that says something. So I decided to do a couple of floral clusters because that's what is in the sketch. Plus it's a Cocoa Vanilla collection, and I have a whole packet of florals, which is absolutely gorgeous. So I do a couple of that, and then I'm going through the Where To Next from Vicki Boutin, and I find these palm trees, and I was like, oh, I think I'm going to do the palm trees instead, because in the second photo, you can see the beach, and the beach is just full of palm trees. And then it gives it a little more weight up there, just like in the sketch. I felt like it needed a little something. And I am going to, okay, that is where I add the little banner. And I think it says yay or yes. I think it says yay. My screen is really tiny. I mean, it's always really tiny, but it definitely says yay. It was just hiding. So I'm going to decorate all of my photos a little bit. I'm going to decorate them with some tiny word stickers, the arrows, a tab. I am going to add this sticker that is a tag, so I have somewhere to do that little bit of journaling that I was telling you about. So originally I had pulled the pink one and I was going to put it on the first photo, so it was kind of tone on tone. But then I decided that I wanted it over in the other cluster with the flower, so I changed it to the blue one. Now I am using some chipboard pieces. Oh, I found one that says just chillin', which I thought was totally perfect because this seal was just chillin'. And then this piece I was excited about. It says soaking up the sun because he was definitely doing that too. I'm trying to think if I add anything else. But I'm definitely going to go through all of the stickers that I have So it looks like I didn't add anything else. I just went off screen, made sure everything was glued down. So I got a couple of close-ups for you. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will have Sandy's channel and the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group where all the sketches are linked down below. And that is going to do it for today. So remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow for another sketch. Bye.